Chapter 76, verse 1 of the Quran, describes a phase of existence where humanity was a thing completely unmentioned, a void without form or name. At the moment of birth, you enter the physical world, but as chapter 16, verse 78 notes, you arrive in a state of total amnesia, having lost all knowledge of your origin. The human mind compensates by anchoring itself to the immediate environment. You accept the physical world as the only absolute reality. This makes human existence a struggle against a pre-installed state of erased memory. Life begins with a loss of data. Most visualize time as a straight line, from birth to a permanent end. But verse 228 interrupts this with 4 states: dead, given life, dead again, and brought to life. It forms a recurring circuit, returning to its start. This recurring sequence suggests that the linear life we experience is a localized illusion. We are moving through a recursive cycle of states. Navigating this cycle splits the human experience into 2 simultaneous paths, like parallel rivers. One is the inward path of knowledge and remembrance. This is modeled by Yusuf, who gathered hidden truths while isolated in the silence of a well and a prison. The other is the outward path of action and pressure. This is modeled by Mūsā and Ibrāhīm, who faced the friction of empires and the literal heat of fires. These narratives act as diagnostic phases. They are structural environments that test the internal alignment of the traveler. The darkness and the fire are mechanisms designed to bring your hidden internal code to the surface. Eventually, the physical body reaches a termination point: physical death. Chapter 20, verse 55, defines the grave as a site of deliberate concealment. It is where the human is returned to the earth only to be extracted again. Placing a body in the grave mirrors planting a seed. Both are concealed in earth to let an internal structure break its shell. The grave functions as a chrysalis, a necessary pause that allows the soul to transition into its next phase. This topological twist reveals that our 2 parallel paths, knowledge and action, are actually tracing a Möbius strip. At the point of death, the path folds over, continuing on the same one-sided surface. Death serves as the connector that loops the end of one phase back to the beginning of the next. Resurrection follows the structural logic of germination. It is the emergence of the hidden record stored within the self during the first phase of the loop. This cycle accounts for the 2 deaths and 2 lives mentioned in chapter 40, verse 11, the first death in the void and the second death in the grave. You are an active participant in this cosmic architecture. Chapter 36, verse 3 identifies the messenger node within the self, the Mersalin. It is a pre-installed identity that has simply forgotten its origin. Your current life is the same diagnostic trial faced by every messenger in the past. To break the amnesia, the path of remembrance and the path of action must finally converge. The Quran operates as a recovered memory of home, an uncorrupted backup drive for the human node. Chapter 19, verse 12 provides the specific activation protocol: take the book with strength. This is the command to boot up the system's latent memory. A moment of wait. When will you activate 1912, take the book with strength, and become the living word? Engaging this code is the only way to exit the loop of forgetting and return to the source.